Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft. Oh yes, we are back in the server, the realm. Now, you might be wondering why I have a ton of soul boxes, a double bed, which was glitching out earlier, but is actually okay now, which is great. I wonder if I go back to here, will it start glitching out again? Yep. Not sure what's going on here. But, yeah. So, this is my bed, and this is my camera account's bed. Now, normally I would have just built this, but I wanted to show this on a time-lapse because it's going to be huge. This is going to be the Gunpowder Farm, so we can finally have unlimited fireworks. My own design, and of course it means we're going to set up a gunpowder shop as well, which means in total, the amount of shops we're going to be setting up so far is going to be a gold shop, a gunpowder shop, a blaze shop, a book shop, and that's kind of it. And I do kind of have a secret shop, which I will tell you about soon. But if I tell you, then the other guys might do it, so I'm not going to do it. I will tell you about it in the future, so that's going to be cool. Me and Ross have been the most active this week, and Denied's been active as well. I think Grover and Cowsey are taking a little bit of a break. In my channel description, I have put Cowsey's channel, because he is recording the BitCraft series as well. And here, you'll see, I need to go and get another shulker box of glass. Okay, right. So anyway, we've got glass, we've got oak trapdoors. I know that's not enough, by the way. We have got stone. We have got stone and cobblestone. We've got a random assortment of things I'm going to need. We've got more stone. And we have wood. And we have this bits and pieces. The only thing I need is more glass. And we're going to be following a tutorial. Link for the tutorial will be in the description below. And I've done this Nether Portal. So the idea is I'm going to go on my camera account, bring my camera account up here to this giant thing here, up here, and we can set up and go. But luckily, because we're so high up, in theory, I shouldn't have to worry about mobs or nighttime and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. So I'm very happy about that, which is good. But anyway, let us start the time lapse now, I guess. Okay, gents, so we have a wee bit of a problem. Let me show you how this is supposed to work. So let's fly on up here with the old elytra. So, oh no! By the way, big like, come on, big like and subscribe on the video because that time lapse was awesome. I didn't mess up once. It looked great. Okay, we're now in a creative mode here, and we're going to just quickly test and see if this works. So, let's have a quick look and see if this actually works before we go back into our survival world and see if it works. So, put this here and put a lever here and turn that on, and that should... Oh, God, I broke a thing. Okay, here we go. So, running around here, we've got our little cat. We're going to go back into hard mode. Ah, you see? He was stuck and the cat made him change direction. Right. Very interesting. That creeper just walked straight off the top because of the button, I believe. No, there are no buttons there. The creeper shouldn't have walked straight off the back then. Ooh. Interesting. Right, I'm going to watch this for a few minutes and see what happens. Okay, I have AFK'd here for a little while. I've also just attempted to sort out these layers here by just adjusting a few bits and pieces, which has kind of worked, kind of not worked. So I haven't had one get stuck on the rails yet at all, which is kind of good. They all seem to be going into the trident killer pretty well. It has spawned a spider, but that's only because I've changed these bits up here to slabs. This fixes it for some reason, by the way. Okay, that took a hell of a lot longer than I thought it would. So this is the set we've got. We've got slabs now running, and it seems to be allowing the water to flow a little bit better. Which is good, good news. And spiders shouldn't spawn on the slabs either. So that's what's going on right now. As you can see, we've got the cats rolling around. The redstone block should not be causing... Why am I flying? Oh, I've got an elytra on. Duh. Exactly what's been going on. So I will be back in 5 minutes, and hopefully this would have made a world of difference. If it hasn't, then I'm going to have to do a different type of creeper farm. This is going to make me cry. Okay, fine. Right, let's do this. Okay, for some reason this did not work. I don't know why. I think it's probably because they're looking at... They're not spawning at all, and I think it's probably because they are looking at... I'm not on peaceful, am I? No, I am on hard. It's probably because they're looking at the slabs, and for some reason it's not big enough to work. So I want to try and use something else that isn't a slab. Maybe a button. Maybe a button would do it. I've done some experimentation. All right? In the nicest possible way. The easiest way of solving this problem with the creepers getting stuck inside is actually to not have the cat. Well, the cats would actually help. I might do the cats in the future. But the actual way of doing it is to embrace the spiders. Sounds crazy, I know. It sounds crazy, but hashtag embrace the spiders is now going to be a thing. So, we're not going to have the cats. We are going to change these slabs for buttons, which should allow the spiders to just flow over the top of them, which should be good, in theory. But what we're going to do is make changes to the killing chamber. Okay, so... This is actually working really well. So, believe it or not, this way of doing things, squids will actually spawn. I know this is like a minor bonus, right? So stuff won't spawn while the water is off. Like creepers and spiders won't spawn while the water's off. However, squids will when the water is on. So it's actually kind of a dual ink farm when the water is on. And when the water is off, the creepers and spiders spawn. Although they're not spawning right now for some reason. I actually think it's because it's not dark enough. If I lengthen this out, can I make it darker? Okay. It's 6 hours. 6 hours later. This is as good as I can get it. So, I've darkened everything. Ooh, let's get in here. Ooh. I've darkened everything. I've still got this little bit of here, so just in case. Ooh. Oh, shiver me timbers. Creepers are there. I've got rid of the slabs on the side. Okay. I've added this to kill the fish. Alright, so if there are any fish that spawn in, these magma blocks should kill them. Okay. I've added... Oh. Balls. I left my pickaxe in the thing. I have added these magma blocks on the outside. This should hopefully, in theory, kill any fish that decide to go in there quicker, which would be a good thing. It'll also damage the creepers a little bit before they go in, and the spiders if spiders spawn. I've got this slow-ass clock working here. If a spider drops down, this will push it into the wall, and it will kill them. Here, watch. Watch this guy here. He's going to go in. Oh, he's actually missed the what? He's actually missed the thing. Ugh. But it produces, with my looting sword out, about 44 gunpowder every 20 minutes, along with food, string, and ink sacks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away. I'm going to do some housework and stuff. I'm going to leave this whole thing for a whole ass hour. By the way, I am going to finish it. Like, this will go all the way down. It's just like I could not be bothered, and I ran out of resources to actually do it. I've also made the platform down there smaller as well. Hopefully, this should have finally fixed the problem. So I don't know if I explained this in the video too well, but basically what was happening is the creepers were getting stuck. Oh god, I need to get out of here now. The creepers were getting stuck for some reason. No idea why. So I removed basically most of the stuff around the outside that was sort of helping out, I guess. What I think I'm going to do is I'm also going to put some trapdoors on here as well. Just on the inside of each one of these here. And what that should do... Oh, for God's sake, come on. What that should do is they'll think they can walk off of it. So if they aren't inclined to move for whatever reason, then they should fall off of it faster. Spiders will get killed by that. And yeah, jobs are good. Oh, for God's sake! It's not going to be the most efficient farm in the world, but at least creepers aren't going to get stuck now. And it will produce other things, like ink. And ink is actually quite useful, because you can trade it, and it can be used as black dye, and everything. So, I'm going to stand right here, for an hour, and hopefully everything works. I've also had to, like, debug the world, so something was going wrong. I think there were too many entities spawned. So, what I've done is I've basically gone around, and with the exception of the home base where all the villagers are, because killing the villagers would be bad. Actually, I didn't double check that. I need to double check that real quick. Hang on. Please don't be dead. We worked so hard on this. Yes, you're all still here. You're all still alive. That's what I like to see. Lovely. Okay, cool. So it looks like everything's worked. My purge of the realm has worked. Everything's all good. Lovely. Yeah, so I went basically 8,000 blocks away. Ooh, I wonder if the villagers are trying to connect to that lectern. Possibility. Right, we'll get rid of that. Come on. Move. Come on. There we go. Okay, so yeah, no. I believe it hasn't broken the pig farm whatsoever. Because I basically just / kill E at E, which kills all entities. So that will include things like minecart with chests and stuff like that. So I replaced the minecart with chest in here because it did kill this from where I was, unfortunately, and it got rid of all the tridents as well. Unfortunately, that is a thing that has happened, but everything else is good. So I'm going to go back to Yolden. I'm going to go back to Yolden Tower. I'm going to wait there for an hour. Let's see exactly how many gunpowders we get. So. Right, we're in. Lovely. Okay, so I will wait here. We will make sure that this works grandly. Oh, gotta go and check the clocks, because if you go away, then the clocks do stop working. Yep, they do. So we've got to flick the old lever. There we go. We've got some tridents in there. In fact, I'm gonna... Oh, look at that. Creepers are falling. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, yes. Yes! Yes. Oop. Oop. Lovely. Right, we'll sit here, we'll wait, we'll see how many we get. Best news ever. I've been away for 2 hours and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks of gunpowder. That's more like it. I can live with that. A few spider eyes, but more importantly, ink sac and string farm, as well as food as well, and a bit of bone. Do you know what? That's all useful stuff. I am super-duper happy with this. I promised Ross that I would give him some gunpowder because he lent me so many fireworks. So let's go over to his base and make sure that that happens. I do need to do something with that beacon, like remove it. I do have enough wither skeleton skulls actually to face another wither. So I need to do that at some point. I need to refill this with shears at some point. I wanted to show you something. I've got another quick time lapse for you guys. Over here, we are actually, if I just quickly land here, because this is probably the best place to show you. We started terraforming a little bit this into the shopping area. So the time lapse in a second will show us doing that. We've got one more little bit to do, which is kind of this river's going to come around here and make this an island as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mark out areas for the shops to go as a 12 by 12, and then you have to pay for them as the areas. Really cool little idea. And that was actually nicked a little bit from Hermitcraft, but what we're going to do is any of the diamonds that we play for, if there are any server events, which there will be soon, if there are any server events, then that's going to be the prize money, or there's a sum of that will be put aside for prize money, which is kind of cool. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah. Do a little dance. Make a little love. My name's Ross tonight. So yeah, I'm going to produce a sorting system for this one now. So maybe I won't do that, a traditional sorting system. Well, I will do a sorting system, but I want it to kind of all stay on this level. So I'm thinking doing something similar to the Gunpowder Farm, where I have a little... Yeah, Ross is gone now. Where I have a little offshoot of water for the items that then goes up into a sorting system maybe here. So I'm going to go and get all the materials I'll need, and I'll meet you back here. And I might do a little tutorial style video, see if you guys like it. Okie dokie, so we've been waiting here for a little bit. Let's turn this bad boy off, and we have a load of glass. Lovely. Last thing I think I need is a water bucket. I've got my redstone shulker box, and then we will be good to go. Oh. I have just forgotten exactly what I was gonna... Bucket of water. What was wrong with me then? Jesus. Right, another bright and breezy day. So, first things first, let's turn off this clock. Jesus. Let's turn this bad boy off as well. There we go. One thing we do need to put is a piece of glass there. They do kind of come out of the glass a little bit. So it would probably be better if I just, there we go, put that there like that, and that there like that, and that there like that. And now they shouldn't come out of it. Hopefully they shouldn't come out of it. Right, let's get the shulker box in. Okay, so this may look a little bit confusing. It's not. It just about fits. So here we've got our observer clock. I could actually run the redstone over into the top of that. Into that observer, but then I wouldn't be able to block it off like this, and it wouldn't look quite as good. So I'd rather have a cobblestone thing next to it rather than doing it that way. At least then it's clean, and then the minecart can't actually go anywhere, which is ideal. So as you can see, observer clock, pretty super simple to do. If you ever want to do one of these yourself, this is how you do it. You can do it in this game a little bit simpler by just simply running the redstone from this comparator over the top of this, but because I want it to be all encased in this glass, I kind of have no choice. This is how it has to look in this scenario. I've also built this up all the way up here. I do need to sort out the water because this ain't right, so I'm going to need signs and some ice, so I'm going to go back and go and get some signs and ice. What on earth are you boys doing? That's not the way to go. Back to the sea, my friends. Back to the sea. Okay, so I haven't tested it yet, and I haven't made the sorting system, but stuff goes in here. Okay, so there's some glowstone. Up it goes. all the way along, there is a squid in there. I'm pretty sure there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. But it goes all the way up there, and I'm just going to turn these on just to see if everything works properly. So I'm just going to turn that bad boy on. And I'm going to turn on this bad boy here. Because if I go up here, like so, you'll see, in theory, now that creeper's died, there could be a piece of gunpowder on its way up to us now. Oh, here we go, look, look! So gunpowder comes up here, all the way through, up here, into the hopper, and then into the chest! That is so goddamn cool. And salmon, and we have salmon. I'm trying to think of the best way to kill those things, really. I don't think there is. But the salmon are now going to go through. And Lord knows what's going to happen to those guys. So here are the salmon. Just chilling. Maybe, if I made an extra little... Okay, yeah, that's what I can do. So if I... Yeah, got it. I know how to get rid of the salmon. And the cod. And all, yeah. All I need... And there's a glowstone, by the way. All I need is a magma block. A magma block will sort all of that out. Yeah, there's a creeper up there. We can see there's a creeper up there. Any second now. He's going to fall down. As soon as... Oh, and another creeper just spawned. And there's a spider down there as well. So in a second, they're going to get pushed to the edge. Which they have done. Down they go. Into the trident killers. And then we're going to see gunpowder rushing past here. Any second now. Here we go. Look at it. And then off it goes. Down there. How cool is that? Okay, so it's been a long day. This video is insane. It must be a super long video by now. I have no idea how long it is, but it is time to go through everything. Let me show you how this works. So, we'll start down here, which is the platform where I originally started. Oh god, really? Why? Why? Okay, cool. So, first things first, we have a chamber here. This was originally a 1x1 chamber for the... which was the design by Rob's Mind. Okay, obviously it's been extensively modified. It's now a 4x4 chamber with magma blocks around the outside. Magma blocks will damage the spiders, and probably kill the spiders, and they'll damage the creepers a little bit as well. What will then happen is, if the spiders, for whatever reason, don't die by that, and they start doing their little floaty thing above there, this block is on a timer. It comes out like so. The timer's just over here. And what this will do is basically push them up back onto the magma block, or push them onto the magma block themselves. Okay, and they'll dive through that. So the spiders will die. It gets rid of the spider problem. And the reason we had a spider problem is because we decided that hang on. There we go. And there we go. The middle of this bit here, where we originally had all of those little bits there and the slabs across there, we let the creepers get stuck. In the testing world that I used, they didn't get stuck at all, so it must be a Realms thing, I guess, but they got stuck. So now we're just going to deal with the spiders. Alright, that's all how it goes. There are 5 levels in total. The reason for these bad boys, this stops the skeletons from spawning, this stops the zombies from spawning. This bit in the middle here stops most of the spiders spawning and allows the creepers to spawn. The spiders can spawn on this little bit over here, but that's not too much of a problem, as they get killed in that chamber down below in the Trident Killer. While the Trident Killer is active, we use Looting 3 to get as much gunpowder as we possibly can do. The light levels in here are now super duper low for fairly obvious reasons. I built all of these walls around the outside. It works really, really, really well. It's just below light level 7, I believe. This is kind of elaborate, but it's a way to get down and get into it if I need to, and it allows me to view the creepers while I am standing up there and see if there's a problem. We then have this transport system, so it's using blue packed ice, or blue ice I guess it is, and that allows it to quickly go along. The blue ice also has a very small light level, so it helps out with light levels, and this lantern is far enough away to allow stuff to spawn on here, but not to allow stuff to spawn on here. Up here, it will be close enough to the AFK spot to stop any other mobs from spawning. So it is just about perfect. There might still be the occasional drowned, but they should die in the system, which is fine. Okay, so this redstone clock is always going. We can obviously turn it off if we wish when we're not using the farm, but all you have to do is come around here, and I didn't think of this when I did it, but I don't have anything on me other than this, so I just have to put that there instead. All you have to do is blip, click that, and ooh, the Trident Killer is now completely active, and it is raring to go. So that is now killing creepers. What will then happen? It will go up the elevator, as you can see, all the way it goes up there, and it will go up there and follow the ice and the bubble elevators all the way down here under the base, so you can actually see it happening, and then drops into a hopper at the top of the waiting area. Because it's only me in here, I've got some shulker boxes. These shulker boxes will obviously fill up with absolutely everything. Once these fill up with absolutely everything, then the chests will start filling up. And then once the chests start filling up, these hoppers start filling up, and then this chest here. I will put another chest here as well, so that we have the maximum amount possible. I will make a proper sorting system when I have time, and when I can work out how to do it in this smaller space, because behind me, obviously, is currently where the items are going. So we need to be super-duper careful of that to make sure we don't get in the way of it whatsoever. The whole idea behind this was to minimize hopper usage, because hoppers, I could have done the whole thing pretty much with hoppers leading all the way out here and then just going straight up into a bubble elevator. This looks so much better. I know I'm going to be the only one who sees it, but it was also kind of a technical exercise as well. In terms of the water, there is a piston through the middle and a redstone block attached to each piston, and this is a piston clock. Basically, items go back and forth between these hoppers. Once they're completely empty, the observer goes, "Oh, fantastic, that's empty. Activate." Bam. That's now activated. It pushes the redstone to the side, therefore releasing or retracting the water. So that's what lets them spawn, and that's what pushes them off. Your AFK in here, which is about 30 blocks away, phantoms can't get in, and everything is a good one. And that's pretty much absolutely everything to do with the build. It's massive. It does work really well. With a looting 3 sword, I think it was 2 hours, got me 5.5 stacks of gunpowder, which for fireworks is a plenty. But it also means that we're going to have the use of TNT to clear out a hell of a lot of stuff. A fireworks shop will be the first shop that I make, as well as a gunpowder store as well. Obviously the gunpowder will cost 3 times as much as the fireworks, or maybe 2 times as much as the fireworks, because you get 3 fireworks for every 1 gunpowder used. And that is kind of everything, really. There's nothing else more to say other than the fact that, well, I love it. I think it's really cool. I think it's one of the coolest things I've ever done in Minecraft. I will make those wooden blocks, don't worry. I think it's really cool. And the fact that you can see the sorting and what's going on and the ice and all that sort of stuff as it comes out here, I think is a bonus. I think it's just a really cool build. You know, I'm not normally a big fan of... I went for a Halo-esque look, by the way, for the outside. Like, I thought, I was really inspired by those big monuments in Halo 3 that you go to when you kill the Prophet of Truth. And that's kind of what I was going for here. I may build it all the way down to the bottom one day. I certainly might do that when the new 1.16 update comes out. Because when the 1.16 update comes out, in theory, this is going to be even better, because mobs can't spawn down there. I could actually made this lower, much lower to the ground if that was the case, which I may do again. I might build it again, but improve it, make it a lot better. Now that I kind of know exactly what I'm doing and exactly what I'm looking out for, I may make another one. The only thing to sort of take precedent of, and the only thing I really kind of want to do, just to decrease the light levels even more, is just put a solid block wall around the outside bottom section, just to decrease the light levels even more. And obviously I've got those 2 side bits to fill in there as well. Guys, if you have any questions about the build, just message me. It was super fun to make, super difficult. Again, it's taken 2 days, but I'm loving making these sort of mega farms. It is being really, really fun, taking other people's ideas from YouTube and then sort of modifying them and editing them myself. And oh yeah, that's what I forgot. This magma block is key because for whatever reason, fish will still spawn in these things, but they'll actually go through. They'll go into this hopper. They'll go into this magma block here. And then those items there will actually despawn, although sometimes they do get dragged into the hopper as well. I guess I could put like a hopper minecart underneath there and get more fish, but I have no use for fish whatsoever, so the only reason I would ever use the fish, I guess, is to sell them, but AFK fishing farm, what's the point, right? But that will, again, be fixed in 1.16, so maybe I should stock up on some fish. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I am going away soon, so I do need to go and do some... I need to sort of get these out and get these done. But the last 2 videos have been super duper mega builds. I really hope you enjoyed them. They're taking about 2 to 3 days to complete each. We do, next time, need to actually do some building. And what I mean by that, I mean like we need to go and make ourselves a shop. Well, first we need to make ourselves a bank, because we need a place to deposit those things, as I said before. Oh, and I do apologise, I didn't do the time-lapse with me and Ross, because I'll do that for next episode when I do the bank episode, I guess. And next episode will be the bank episode. Oh, look at the fish. Hi, fish. How's it going? I'll see you later. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a very, very good day. Have a very, very good day. Stay safe. Muchos lavos. Bye-bye. Thank you.